Something new for you all today, my favourite Switch news stories from this last weekend. Yes, this is basically a weekly opportunity to plug xpcorner.net, our website where you're going to find all of our content in a written format. And yeah, this video is just going to be me picking my favourite Nintendo Switch news stories of that week and telling you to check out the website for a whole lot more. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner, and if you enjoy this video, subscribe. It helps us out a huge amount as we do push for 60,000 subscribers. Also, let us know in the comments if you do like the idea of this type of video being every single Sunday. So we had about 13 Nintendo related news reports this week. Find a link to the website in the pinned comment, as this again will only be a small selection. But I want to kick things off first of all with Crymachina. It received a demo on the eShop this week and I urge you all to check it out. Now I had the chance to go hands-on with this game back at Anime Expo where I played the PS5 build. Now shortly after that they released the demo in Japan and I gave it a go here on the channel. I was genuinely impressed and I'm actually psyched for this one, as you will see in that video linked in the pinned comments. Now because I had some time with the English build, I did manage to navigate through this Japanese demo because the game, honestly, it can be a little menu intensive at times. Now though, all of you can give it a try with this new English demo. Crymachina then is set in the distant future, long after the extinction of mankind, all within an outer space structure known as Eden. Here, self-evolving artificial life forms operate with a single goal, and that is human restoration. However, when the overseer of this world disappears, war looms and we must do everything in our power to prevent that. Next is the announcement of the Star Wars Heritage Pack. It's set to release on December 8th for $59.99 USD or your regional equivalent, and I've included our Amazon affiliate link down below if you do decide to grab it. I'm just curious to hear what everyone thinks of this. It bundles together the Aspire games, so that is The Force Unleashed, Republic Commando, Episode 1 Racer, Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast, and then of course Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. These are some good games, no question, but the port quality so far, it has been a bit, let's call it, questionable. Unfortunately as well, this isn't the ideal situation either. Knights 1 and 2, the best games in this pack, are not on the cart and they do require a download. That's going to stop me personally from picking this collection up. Now topping this all off, then it seems like an unusual time to drop the bundle, as Aspire, they haven't been seen kindly, let's say, by Nintendo fans, with some even going as far as launching a class action lawsuit after they announced they would no longer be releasing the Sith Lord DLC for the Switch version of Knights 2. Now they did offer a free game as a resolution, but understandably that wasn't enough for many. In Stars and Time received a release date this week, November 20th, so not long now, and this one has some buzz surrounding it, with many noting the Undertale inspiration, which can, let's face it, only be a good thing. Described as a turn-based time loop RPG, In Stars and Time tells a story of Sifrin and their adventurer friends, a family bound together by fate in order to end the reign of an evil king. But as victory is just within the party's grasp, a tragedy occurs, and that is, the clock resets and they must do it all again. Now Sifrin is the only one who notices this loop, so each new start wears away at his cheerful veneer, yet he keeps going in hopes he can end it once and for all. Really liking the look of this. I did check out the PC based demo and it could be something special. Also the concept, it's one we've seen before, but I really do like that idea of each loop teaches us something new about the world around us. On release dates, we did get the release date for Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, and if you're a regular on the channel, there's a good chance you'll know I'm a big fan of arena brawlers, and sure, like, it's an overused genre in the world of anime ports, but I can't deny the fun I nearly always have with them. This one shows a ton of promise as well, and I'm about to start the anime of the same name, so I am absolutely prepared for it. The release date then is February 2nd, and it's coming to basically absolutely everything if it does plug in. The gameplay, it's focusing on tag team battles where we can leverage special team moves to battle curses, and it's promising over 15 playable characters, which honestly seems a little bit small to me as rosters go. I imagine there's going to be paid DLC on top of this. But yeah, if you really like your Jujutsu, then there is a digital deluxe edition, a digital ultimate edition, and a physical collector's edition. Now I've linked the article below so you can get all the details on these different editions, including the link to the Bandai Namco store where the collector's edition is exclusive and live right now. That's actually only retailing for $79.99 USD or your regional equivalent, a lot cheaper than I did anticipate, but the only inclusion is a themed wall scroll. Alright, so let's add a third release date announcement here. Kona 2 Brume has had its release date set to October 18th, so what's that at this point, a few days away. I knew the game was coming, but I did not expect the warning to be so short, and honestly, I've played the PC demo of this. I semi-expected this one to be released on, all of the platforms with a later Switch date to follow. Basically, it's great news to see it coming the same day. I'm a big fan of the original, which is a survival horror-esque experience, but that one did suffer from some performance issues and, I guess, visual issues. This appears like it's going to push the hardware even further, so I'm really curious to see how it actually runs. Now, the idea then, explore a mysterious location in Canada, investigating a mysterious village and the fog that surrounds it. I'd anticipate a supernatural edge to this one, but I wouldn't consider the original all that, I guess, scary. Looking forward to diving in this week though at some point to report on how the port work is. While we talk about performance concerns, My Time at Sandrock received a new gameplay trailer ahead of its November 2nd launch, and I do question how will this, run on the system, as it appears to be taking everything we knew of My Time at Porsche and expanding upon it in every single way. This is another game that's high on my list, with the promise of a massive campaign to overcome that's then filled with cozy activities to keep you busy. I'm really a fan of this kind of style, while I can enjoy a farming sim here and there, I do prefer one that blends it with more action-packed elements, and this promises expeditions to face enemies that will steal resources and a big focus on crafting upgrades and weapons. The trailer looks great to me, and it appears the game will feature 4-player online support, though it says that's coming soon, so I'm not sure if that's going to be available immediately on launch date or if it will follow in an update. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, then also got a new trailer ahead of its launch on November 1st, but this one focuses on its story. I've been a big fan of the League of Legends spin-off games, and I've covered nearly all of them here on the channel. I do intend to cover this one as well. Now, a few have had performance issues this far, unfortunately, but I consider this to be another potential risky one. It's a 3D adventure game where we're tackling this adventure as a boy and his yeti, but the worlds look quite impressive visually, and I imagine at least they could be quite expansive. There's a few moments of gameplay though dropped into this trailer that I'm really excited to get hands on with. There's some sledding moments, it appears. And yeah, it's League of Legends, so it's a massively important IP, so of course Riot Games are dropping a collector's edition, which packs some nice goodies for $100. Check out the full article in the pinned comment for all of the details on that physical release. Next up then is Ikonei Earthlock Adventure, and this is a game I knew nothing about, but I'm a big fan of Earthlock. It's an RPG available on the Switch, and now we're getting a cozy co-op adventure game spin-off. Now this releases on November 9th for PC, Xbox and PlayStation, but unfortunately a release date for the Switch build is yet to be announced, so I'll be keeping a close eye on this. Hopefully it's going to be sooner rather than later. Now I said it just with Sandrock, give me cozy with more action-packed elements, and I am there, and this basically promises that same thing: expeditions, battles, crafting, all that good stuff. It actually notes Porsche as being a key influence. They also introduced though a friend pass, which I'm hoping carries over to the Switch build. Basically, you can share that code with friends and 3 others can play alongside you for completely free. If you just want to try the game as well, you can use this pass for a solo adventure and experience up to 2 hours of gameplay. This, in my opinion, is how you get a co-op game off the ground, so it's great to see, and I hope more games adapt to this model in the future. Windjammers 2 then introduced what many fans wanted, and that is crossplay. It has been implemented by Dotemu. This was an immediate win earlier in the week, but to sweeten the deal even more, they've added 2 new characters as well as 2 new modes. That's lessons, so you can learn some advanced maneuvers, as well as a practice mode. Best of all though, this is completely free, and to celebrate, the game is on sale right now for just shy of about $10 or your regional equivalent. I'm a big fan of the game. I'll be linking my review down below, but it's an arcade sports game where you must throw a frisbee into your opponent's net, and that is much easier said than done. And for me, that's the big stories of the week, but remember to check out the website, 20 odd more stories over there, including the likes of Disney looking to acquire a studio, Desolatium, I think I'm saying that right, a Lovecraftian-inspired adventure narrative received a release date, and Flashback 2 got a new story trailer. What has you excited this week though? Let us know in the comments. With that, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.